Hello everybody, I'm Narendra Kumar and today we have Friday and Friday we have social science. We're going to have two topics which we'll cover, that is French Revolution and American Revolution, and we would like you to see the topics like a story, because it comes in the middle of history. So if you see it like a story, you will actually fully understand it. We do have a base. If you look at your syllabus from 6th to 10th, it overall covers all the stages of history. If you read the textbook properly, then you get a fair idea about how we came so far from early man till here. So it started with early man, and then you had these ancient civilizations. You had this Indus Valley civilization in India. That was the ancient civilizations. In India, you had the Aryan invasion, the Vedic times, and then you had all these empires, Mauryan, Gupta, the coming of Buddhism, mixing of Buddhism and Hinduism, and then you had the Mongols, and then you had the Mughal Empire, then you had the British Empire. So this is a timeline in India. In the West, it was we had the West is very history is actually a very vast subject, but the core developments, if you want to understand the world today, how it is, why it is what it is, then you need to understand that there was after the ancient civilizations, there were religions which came. The religions which came in the West was actually majorly Christianity. Before that, it was Judaism. The people who follow it are called Jews, and then you had the Greek civilization. So there were two forces going on in the West, unlike in the East in India. The two forces. One of the forces was religious force, which became political. After Jesus, Christianity rose to power because of Roman kings. The very Romans who executed Jesus. I'm looking at Jesus as a man and as a man of history. And after that, the Christianity became powerful because of the later support of a king, Constantine. And then followed a long, very long, almost 1,000 years of Christian rule over political rule. I'm talking about. Today, Christianity is powerful as a moral force. We have the Pope and large numbers of missionaries working. There is a different thing, there's social. But at that time, it was political. That's very interesting. So the Christianity became very powerful. But before Christianity, we had the Greek civilization, wherein we had the great philosophers who defined Western history, one aspect of Western history, the major aspect of Western history. Today, the West is so developed in terms of reason, in terms of science, in terms of technology, in terms of scientific-based thinking. It's because of the Greek civilization. So the Greek civilization, we had the three great philosophers, Socrates, Aristotle, Plato. They were the ones who formulated even the word called philosophy, asking fundamental questions about the world. What is the world? What is science? Can we know the world through our senses? And Aristotle took a very scientific viewpoint. He was also, if you read the textbooks, it's clearly written that Aristotle was a father of biology. Aristotle was one of the very great thinkers. He practically knew all the subjects. At that time, he gathered everything together, ethics and politics, everything was inquiring at that time. But that got lost in the dark ages of the Christian rule. It came back again in the Renaissance. This time it came back with a force, which has not stopped till today. Today also we have science and inventions and everything coming out all over the world. So the scientific revolution, the industrial revolution, the Renaissance as it's called, the Reformation, the church itself started questioning the Protestant church. Against the Catholic Church, there was a Protestant movement. We know there are two types of Christians today. It came at that time. So the rebirth of reason, Renaissance is called rebirth. Started with the Renaissance slowly from around 1200 till now, or till 60. Slowly, the monarchy left. The rule of force left. Democracy came in. Rights came in. But somewhere later, the dictatorship also came in. So we are again in the stage of man, again not clear as to whether somebody should rule or we should be free. This is a burning issue in politics, in history, in philosophy, in man's life. Who should rule us? Should there be a government which is ruling us? If not king, then is it a dictator? Or is there something called a democracy? If we are talking about of the people, by the people, for the people, then what if they elect dictators? See, these are the burning issues which are still being debated today. Some people say that we should follow the American system where each individual has the right. Some people say that there should be a welfare because inequality has to be developed. So it is all actually the way I look at it, it's like the burden of history. We have large sections of people who are so poor. Some people are developing, some people are not developing. Some people are saying this is all wrong. Some people are saying this is a process of history. From the little history I know, I feel it's a process of history. These things will keep happening. There's nothing we can do about it. It's a state of nature. So, in a state of nature, things cannot be decided so easily. It is a process of evolution. In this process, the crucial turning point, why we kept social videos today of French Revolution, American Revolution, is because they were the turning points when the monarchy ended, and the governments came, what is called a modern form of government, the state and democracy and rights, the concept of rights. French Revolution, American Revolution, especially American Revolution, even French Revolution was a fight for rights, that the individual has a total freedom. Right to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, which means property rights, was there and is there in the Constitution of the United States of America. And it came. You will see in the videos the details of what happened. What happened in the American Revolution? How it was the Englishmen in America who fought against their own mother country and formed consciously the founding fathers, John Adams and Jefferson. They all formed, and others, the founding fathers, they all formed a country consciously based on rights. The French, interestingly, the French monarchy supported American Revolution, but the French monarchy itself was actually killed in a very bloody battle by the French people because they were in a very low economic condition. Usually it starts with economics, but during that time there was a lot of enlightenment. It is also called the Age of Enlightenment. So the world we see today is because of those two revolutions. Then the other crucial revolution was communistic revolution, the Russian Revolution, and after that there were two world wars. So again the wars come in. Wars come. Why do wars come? Because two opposing beliefs are trying to clash, trying to find out a solution. One person says he's right, the other person says. Usually it's fanaticism of religion and fanaticism of dictatorship that leads to wars, if you observe the facts carefully. So as we go on, we'll go from the modern age. Since we have got a background now, we'll go in the modern age. We'll also cover some topics of geography like seasons. We should know the seasonal patterns of the world. Again, these concepts are like opening the window. Definitely, even this small discussion which I have given you definitely has opened a window in your mind, and you now want to see everything. So these videos and these discussions are only to kindle, to open your eyes, open a door so that you can do your own further first-hand research on what is this world. Okay, so please enjoy. Have a great day. Enjoy the French Revolution and American Revolution. See the other, go to Google and find out more details about it depending on your interest. Thank you so much.